Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's currently April 2nd. It's a Wednesday. It's 6:25 in the afternoon. I just got back from eating some spicy food, and you can see I have my celebratory ice cream for the day. Now, this ice cream is actually bought in anticipation of what's coming next. What I mean by that is, of course, the toilet. Which brings us to today's subject. I have a story for you guys about this really nice restaurant me and my friends used to go to that for some reason, every time we went to, we'd end up in the toilet the next day. So stay tuned and we'll get into that. So like I said, used to go to this place. This is back in Montreal, back maybe a year ago, a little bit over that maybe. Back when I still used to go to this place, because at some point I actually stopped going to a place like that place. And there's a good reason for that. You guys will learn about that later in the video. But to get right into it, this was a Chinese place, Chinese food. I forget the name exactly, but it was inside of like a small mall kind of thing. In those small malls, they had like only a couple things, like maybe a supermarket and like a dollar store, and then maybe a couple like small restaurants, something like that. I used to go to this place quite often actually. It was a good spot to meet up with my friends whenever they'd be studying, or just to meet up and then go somewhere from there actually, like maybe you're just eating a snack or you're waiting on a couple friends and stuff. Could be for that, for studying, whatever. It was a nice spot, and sometimes we'd meet over there. It'd be the kind of restaurant that it has some open hours on Google Maps, but you're never really sure if they're opening early, closing early, That whole part was always a mystery. So sometimes we'd show up and it would just be closed. But it was that good that we would still show up no matter what, right? We wouldn't call beforehand or anything like that. We'd just show up and see if it's open and go from there. So anyways, to get into the story, this restaurant, we would always get only one of the things in the restaurant. We'd get this dish called dandan noodles. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see. But let me tell you, dandan noodles to this day is one of my favorite meals there are out there. So when I say that it is crazy, I really mean it. You guys should try it one day. Dandan noodles. I'll leave a link to the restaurant in the description down below if I figure that out. I'm not sure how to do that yet. But to get into the story, this dandan noodles, it's really spicy, and they would give you a big ass bowl. Like, I'll show you guys on screen maybe if I can find a picture. They would give you a big bowl of like noodles, and there's meat in there. I think it's ground pork. It's spicy. Then you get the coriander. You got I think you guys are getting the idea. But for some reason, every time we'd eat, we would always, when we get home, it wouldn't even last like a day. You wouldn't wait till the next day or anything. You would eat it, you would go home, and you would guaranteed end up on the toilet bowl. So at some point, we started thinking why is it? Is it because it's spicy? Is it because why is it that we always end up on the toilet bowl? And so we started making theories, me and my friends joking around that, they must be reusing they must be reusing the soup, because why else are we always getting sick? And so this is for later, right? Keep that in mind for later. But we keep going to the place, whatever. It's so good. I'm serious, guys. It's so good that it's worth going to even if you're sick. Or at least that's what we thought until we found out later something else, right? So we would go to that place. We'd eat the noodles. They would give you some hot tea too, you know. It's like it's that kind of place. They give you free tea, free water, whatever. It's one of those nice spots. But so we'd go there. The next day we might be a little bit sick, but it was always worth it. And this one day, something else happened. Something special happened that changed our decision of eating there for the rest of our lives. And so what happened was someone after, because this place had like they would give you your food inside a bowl, right? And you would pay to use the bowl, and then they would give you back your money for like using the bowl after you were done eating. So like you would trade the bowl for like $2. You give $2, then once you're done, they give you back your $2. But basically, at this one time, some dude, he didn't finish his food, right? He finished his food, but he had some soup left, and he had his like fork or whatever he had in there. He still had it inside the soup. And so what happened is, at this place, there was always there was a garbage, a recycling. There was also a special bag, and that special bag on the side, like it was a separate garbage bag or something. Special bag on the side was written soup. So like when you wouldn't finish your soup, right? Your spicy soup, because you know it's spicy, it's oily, whatever. Maybe not everyone wants to eat it. When you wouldn't finish it, you were supposed to put the soup inside of the bag. So you would dump the soup and then give back your bowl, right? And so basically this one time, what this guy did, he left the fork inside his bowl and inside the soup. So he dumps the soup with the fork inside the bag. And this is a very like traditional kind of Chinese like restaurant, right? So these guys, they don't waste a damn thing. They don't waste a utensil, they don't waste anything. So what the owner does, he comes out of the restaurant, he's all mad and whatever, he's like, oh, this guy, you threw away the fork or whatever. He goes into that soup bag, like the one that everyone just, do you guys get what I'm saying? Like the one that everyone just tosses their leftover soup in. He goes into it and he shoves his whole ass arm in there. He shoves his whole arm in there. And so at this point we're like, this guy, he really wants, like, does he really want the fork that bad? Or is there like another reason why he's going so far to stop the fork from being inside, you know, the bag of soup? And so whatever, you know, we move on and we tell ourselves, oh, you know, it's nothing else than a little funny situation to happen, you know, whatever. But the next time we come, we realize something. We get our food and there's a smell coming from our food, right? This one time, I don't know why this one time especially, our food smelled, I don't know if you guys have ever smelled that. Like, you guys ever go to a garbage bag and you smell the garbage bag? I don't know what it is. I swear to you, I smelled my food and it straight up smelled like it smelled like the food and mixed with the smell of a garbage bag. If you understand where I'm coming, or what I'm trying to say here is, I'm pretty sure that restaurant reuses their soup, and that's the reason why we always ended up getting sick afterwards. And so, you know, like, this is no joke, right? But the food was so good that we like almost never questioned, like, oh, there's no way like they would do that, right? But I'm telling you guys, that place has to be reusing their soup, because it's so, like, the smell is so distinctively, it smells so distinctively like the garbage bag smell and the soup smell specifically mixed together. I'm telling you, it has to be reused. Plus the fact that we get sick every single time without fail eating that, I'm telling you guys. Yeah, so basically, for months and months and maybe even years, me and my friends were eating the best recycled noodle soup there was on the market. And this place is still running, by the way, I'm pretty sure. But their running hours are really weird, so. But yeah, so ever since we learned that day, or you know, we never really learned, but let's just say that we have formed our opinions based off our experiences. And so ever since that day, basically, we have never gone back to that place, even though we love the taste, and you know, it's a very unique flavor and everything. We've gotten past it, you know. We've gotten past the getting sick, past the possibility of being, you know, being the ones eating recycled soup. But yeah, so that was today's story. What do you guys think? Do you guys prefer when I make these kind of stories, or do you prefer like informational videos? Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.